Top 5 real estate investing books. I get asked this question all the time, and there's hundreds and hundreds and a ton of books out there that teach real estate investing. So I decided to make this video to show you what my top 5 real estate investing books are. And before we get started, if you could smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, that'd be greatly, greatly appreciated. Now, there's a lot of ways to get educated on real estate. You can read books, you can watch YouTube videos, you can hire mentors, you can go to masterminds, you can go to coaching programs. There's a lot of ways to do this. Reading books is a tremendous way to learn a lot about a topic with not that much money. You know, you're spending $5, $10, $20 on a book. It's way better than spending, $5, $10, $20 grand on a coaching program. Now, a book isn't going to teach you everything you need to know by any means, because a simple book is just not a lot of information, but it's a tremendous way to start getting your feet wet and get into the game. So that's why I have this free YouTube channel where I try to give out as much free content as possible. Just like books, books are almost free. So YouTube videos, books are tremendous ways to get started and kind of start, possibly marketing, evaluating deals, kind of getting your feet wet. And then if you want to take that next step and you need help, then you can go out there and hire a mentor. Reading books is tremendous. I read books all the time, some real estate books, some crypto books, a lot of mindset books. A lot of the books that I read are simply mindset. So it's something that I do on every single day. I hated books in college, but you got to read books to be able to grow. If you ask any wealthy person, Warren Buffett reads hundreds of books a year. So it's definitely something you got to start doing. And if you click the link in the description below, it gives you my top 10 book recommendations, including some of these books here. So check those out. If you're not already doing it, start reading books. So let's get to it. So first book is called Flip by Nick Ruiz. This book is a very easy read. It's short, straightforward, and to the point, and it's an acquisitions and wholesaling book. So it teaches you how to get into the game of real estate, start acquiring leads, sellers, and how to get those sellers to go under contract with you so you can purchase the property. So it goes through that entire process, the marketing, the sales and negotiations, the evaluating deals, the hiring acquisitions people to be able to go out there and get deals without taking all of your time. And it even talks about like virtual assistants, hiring cold callers. It's a tremendous book. Like I said, it's a very, very short read, but it gets right to the point. So definitely start out with that book. It's one that I read a long, long time ago. But the thing with this one, like I said, it only really teaches wholesaling and acquisitions. So if you want to learn about raising private money, or you want to learn about flipping houses, or you want to learn about managing contractors, or you want to learn about estimating accurate rehab budgets, this book doesn't go into that detail. If that's what you want, I have another book coming up for you in just a second, but this is wholesaling and acquisitions, and that's it. Another book that I read very early on was a book called The Real Estate Wholesaling Bible by Than Merrill. Now, this is definitely a longer read than Flip. Flip's like this big. This book's like this big and twice the size of the book by Flip. But it's because this one goes in like way more detail. So Flip is very straightforward and to the point. This covers a lot more, but it is a wholesaling book. It just goes into detail on everything. So the marketing, it tells you how to do bandit signs, how to create a map for bandit signs, how to do driving for dollars, how to do direct mail, how to do cold calling, how to do all of these things in complete detail. There's entire chapters on different marketing avenues. So great book. It also covers the acquisitions process. So it teaches you how to evaluate properties. It teaches you how to talk to sellers. It gives you seller lead sheets, certain questions to ask sellers to make sure that you're actually getting a good deal on the property. It shows you how to put the property under contract with wholesaling. It shows you how to go out and find buyers, which is dispositions. Go out there and find buyers for your wholesale deals so you can actually make money. And the really cool thing with this book, it actually goes into detail and shows you how to analyze properties as far as rehab budgets. So it's not going to give you the full in-depth, like exactly dollar for dollar, how to come up with rehab budgets, but it gives you a very high level so you can quickly estimate projected budgets on properties when you're making offers. You have to be able to come up with a rough construction budget to be able to make accurate offers. Because if you think a property needs 20 grand, but it really needs 100 grand, your offer is going to be $80,000 higher than where it actually needs to be. So being able to come up with a semi-accurate rehab budget is huge in this business. And this book covers that as well. And the cool thing, Than Merrill was actually one of my first mentors. So when I first got into the business, I bought a duplex, a rental property at 20 years old, which I learned about rental properties through reading books. I never had a mentor up till then. And I created my own Excel spreadsheet to make sure that the deal cash flowed. So I bought a duplex and then I was like, crap, I'm broke. I got to find a way to make money faster, right? You know, I said 20 years of my life, it took all my savings to buy one house. So I had to make more money to buy more rental properties. And then that's when I got introduced to Than Merrill. That's where I joined his coaching program. And that's where I learned a lot of the basics of the real estate business and how I first got started in the industry. So highly recommend this book. Great read. And it'll get you started in the right direction. Third book that I recommend is actually a business partners of Than Merrill's. And this book is called The Real Estate Rehabbing Bible by Paul Assagian. Now, this book does not cover wholesaling. Like I said, it said the Rehabbing Bible. No wholesaling, no marketing, none of that stuff. But it covers in depth how to accurately estimate the repair budget on a property. It covers in depth how to manage contractors, how to find contractors, how to hire contractors, the 6 critical documents that you need to use when hiring a contractor, and how to not get burned and how to not get your money stolen. And all these processes about flipping houses, it teaches you all those things. Wholesaling is great. You can flip contracts and make money with no risk because you never have to buy a house. But when you start flipping houses and rehabbing houses, there's real risk. You have real money on the table. So you have to know what you're talking about and what you're doing because you have money invested. You can lose money. I've been down that route. You know, I've flipped houses and lost money doing it. I sold a house and paid them to buy the house for me. It's not a good feeling. This book will definitely help you get started and move in the right direction on accurately estimating rehab budgets and how to manage contractors and how to flip your house on budget and on time for a profit. So all 3 books that we just covered are very real estate specific. I recommend all of them. It's a great way to start learning the basics and start getting your feet wet in real estate. The next 2 books that we're going to talk about here are not necessarily 100% real estate related, but they're somewhat real estate and mindset related. So those are the next 2 that we're going to be covering now. Book number 4 is called Virtual Real Estate Investing Made Easy by Mark Evans. This is a tremendous book. This is a mentor of mine today, Mark Evans. And what this book covers, some real estate, but a lot of mindset. A lot of people get tied to their business and they think that they have to be in the business all day, every day. When I first met Mark, I was the person that believed that I personally had to go on every seller appointment because I was the one that could close the deal. And if anybody else went, we weren't going to get the deal, or we weren't going to get the best price on the deal. So I had to be there. And he's like, man, start doing this virtual. You don't have to be there all day, every day. I was like, nah, like, you're crazy. I need to be there. He's like, no, sellers will sell properties over the phone. You send them an agreement through .loop or DocuSign, and they'll sign it literally over the phone without meeting them. I was like, nope, it's not possible. I don't believe you. I'm going to keep going on these appointments. So I kept going on the appointments. And finally, I tried the virtual model, and we got just as many deals locked up over the phone as we did driving out to each and every property. The difference is you save a lot of time getting contracts signed over the phone. Now, every deal can't be like that. There's some sellers that absolutely need to meet somebody in person. So, you know, that's fine. Go and meet them or hire somebody to go and meet them, but you don't have to be going to it every single day. So that's the essence of this book, Virtual Real Estate Investing Made Easy. It teaches you how to take a business where you're making money in person and how to turn that business into a virtual model and continue to make money virtual without you having to be there 24/7, 365. And with going virtual, you need to have the right team. So this book covers how to build the right team, different positions that you need, how to hire them, how to talk to them, how to manage team members. So again, this is a tremendous book. It's definitely some real estate, but a lot of it is mindset to allow yourself to let go of a business, not even let go, just remove yourself from it and become a real business owner and hire the right people in place so you can do this business from anywhere in the world with a laptop and a cell phone without having to be there all the time. And the last book, we all know this guy. Michael Gerber wrote The EMyth, which is a best-selling book. He sold a massive amount of copies and he's very well known for that book. He wrote a book called The EMyth, Real Estate Investor, with Than Merrill and Paul Assagian a few years ago. Tremendous book, very similar to the book that I just talked about with Mark Evans about how to virtually run a business. The EMyth is how to actually build a business, go from a worker, from a technician, to a business owner, to an entrepreneur. When you get to an entrepreneur, it's when you actually have a team that's underneath you that operates the business on a day-to-day. So where you have systems and processes in place so your team can operate the business. It doesn't require you to be the firefighter all day, every day. And that's what this book covers. It's mindset, allowing yourself to quote unquote let go of the business. Because as business owners, we want to be hands-on everything. We want to see every penny that comes in, every penny that goes out, every phone call that's made, every text message that's made, every utility company that started and stopped, and everything in between. But as a business owner, as a true entrepreneur, you can't know about those things. Those things have to happen because like that's how business operates and that's how you make money, but you don't have to do it all the time. So put the systems and processes in place, hire the right team, outsource it, and then you become the entrepreneur at that point. So that's what this book talks about, is how to actually become that entrepreneur. So if you want to get started in real estate investing, I have a perfect video for you. It's how to make 20K next week by wholesaling houses. So check out that video here. Drop a comment below. Let me know what questions you have. You know, if you have any other book recommendations as well, drop that comment below. Smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hit that subscribe and notification bell so you can get all this content going forward. As always, appreciate you being here. See you on the next one.